Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video, I'd like to talk with you about everything that's going on in the state of Texas and the surrounding states in the South. Now, before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video, be sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased on owner operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. So as always, thank you very much for all the likes. Please do keep them coming, and let's get the show on the road. You know, unfortunately, we start off on a somber note with 37 plus people that have perished in the state of Texas, and unfortunately that number keeps climbing, and it's also the same with some of the surrounding states. People are not faring well with these types of temperatures. There's currently over 1 million people without power in the state of Texas, over 12 million people without water in the state of Texas, with temperatures plummeting as low as -15 on the thermometer, with some parts of Texas being completely frozen over. You know, carbon monoxide poisoning is hitting a lot of folks where they're trying to stay warm by running their cars and they're not properly ventilating by opening up their garage doors, and unfortunately they're perishing because of something as simple as that. And bursting water pipes, there's flooding all over the place. Houses are burning down because people are trying to stay warm in their homes by starting small fires that eventually engulf the entire property. There's been some really sad stories in the headlines that I won't get into at this time. But, you know, things are not looking good. I've seen plenty of videos with roofs caving in, just massive flooding, and just all sorts of problems inside of Texas and the surrounding states. Now, on top of everything, National Weather Forecast is saying that, you know, the Northeast and the Northwest, which has been getting hammered with snowstorms, is got more stuff coming in on both sides of the country. Hopefully it's going to be over for the state of Texas with the snow and everything. Hopefully temperatures warm up, everything can thaw, and the country can get back to normal, at least those states. But the Northeast and Northwest are going to get more snow on the way. And this is the reason why we made a video last year, and I'll leave a little card here in the corner. Make sure to watch that video. It's very important. Unfortunately, it wasn't very popular when we released it, and hopefully that can change. This video was about how to drive in these crazy winter conditions. There's a lot of tips and tricks, whether you're a new guy or you've been doing this for 20 or 30 years. There's a lot of good information in that video. Definitely watch that video. I think it's going to be very useful to you, especially in these crazy times. Now, a lot of people have been seeing crazy huge power bill spikes. There was one family that saw a spike of just for intermittent use in a single day for power usage in Texas, a $450 bill for one day, and for over a few days they saw their bill go up to, it was either $4,500 or $5,000 for just a few days. I mean, a lot of folks don't use that much energy during the entire year, even with the AC blasting in the hottest parts of this country. So it's getting crazy out there. You know, people are having to boil tap water in order to be able to drink it, you know, use it for food or just brushing their teeth, because the water levels are so dangerously low. Not only are firefighters letting homes that are engulfed in flames burn down to the ground because they don't have water to put it out, the flames out, but you know, people cannot drink this water because the levels are so low. A lot of that, you know, sediment and stuff that settles to the bottom of the reservoirs is making it basically dangerous to drink. So be careful with that. I'm hoping that all the viewers of our videos, the subscribers, the non-subscribers that hopefully will become subscribers, hopefully you guys are safe, warm, you have food, water, shelter, and you have a safe place to spend the night. FMCSA has actually set out a regional emergency declaration in 33 states plus the District of Columbia. So more than half of the country is experiencing some sort of outages and dangerous road conditions, and FMCSA has definitely got their finger on it. Truck stop closures are all over the country, with Pilot closing 34 plus locations, TA and Petro closed 23 plus locations, and Love saw 33 locations without any power and 15 locations without any diesel that they could sell to truck drivers. So because of this, rates have spiked during this period of time because brokers are trying to get this freight on the road. A lot of truckers don't want to get out there. A lot of truckers, don't want to go through those states. They don't want to go to those states. They don't want to go somewhere, be stuck without diesel. There's no food. There's no water. A lot of restaurants and locations are closed. You can't even use the restroom. And no power, no water, no gas, no natural gas, no public transportation. A lot of hotels in Texas have had to kick out residents out into the street because several either state or federal laws actually state that you cannot have occupants inside your hotels if you don't have hot running water. So they basically had to kick these people out into the street without having, Uber or any other hotels they can stay in, or public transportation, or anywhere to stay warm. So definitely be safe out there. And like I said, the rates have been fantastic. I'm going to switch over to camera. We're going to look over those rates. And if you haven't liked this video, please be sure to hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, because we're going to be doing this every single Friday. We have over 30 weeks of videos out, and we'll keep them coming to you every Friday, 5:30 Central. Now I'm going to switch over to camera. We're going to look over the loads, and I'll see you in just a moment. Welcome back, guys. Let's take a look at some of these loads. We have some excellent freight. Vans and reefers are kicking butt. We got Worland, Wyoming going to Kansas City, Missouri. This was empty cans at 8,000 pounds, a very light load. 929 miles, booked at $1,700, got them $1.83 per mile. Then Zero Deadhead, Kansas City, Missouri, going to Cheyenne, Wyoming. 40,000 pound load of dry food. It was a Walmart delivery. 636 miles, booked at $27.50, which got them $4.32 per mile. Then out of Boulder, Colorado, take a 1 pig 4 dropper going to Eugene, Oregon, Kent, Washington, and 2 drops in Renton, Washington. This was a full truckload of beer, and then the driver went home. 1,539 miles, booked at $4,600, got him $2.99 per mile. Now, what's great is that they spent 1 week on the road, ended up grossing $9,050, ran 3,104 loaded miles at an average of $292 per loaded mile, plus 256 miles of deadhead was all that they had to run, so it brought their average down to $270 per mile. Now, what's great about this carrier is from Washington, he was able to deliver it, come home, and he's very comfortable driving through the Rockies. Being from that part of the country, was able to make excellent money with an excellent average of $292 per mile, running over 3,100 miles. Then we have a reefer coming out of Lincoln, Nebraska, going to Monmouth, Illinois. Frozen pork load at 39,000 pounds, 384 miles, booked at $1,900, got him $4.95 per mile. Then Rock Island, Illinois to Beloit, Kansas, 30,000 pound load of agricultural supplies. So it was a dry load and a reefer running 527 miles at $1,850, got him $3.51 per mile. Then Hastings, Nebraska, going to Harrington, Delaware, 35,000 pound load of frozen burgers, 1,385 miles, booked at $4,800. That got him $3.47 per mile on lots of miles. Then Bridgeton, New Jersey, going to Tomah, Wisconsin, finished off the week at 32,000 pound load of chilled product. 1,036 miles, booked at $2,200, got them $2.12 per mile. All in all, they ran Monday to Monday, ended up grossing $10,750 on their 3,332 loaded miles at an average rate of $3.23 per mile. Running basically Midwest to the East Coast, back to the Midwest, making an excellent rate. This was a reefer, ended up running lots of miles, an excellent rate, and almost $11,000 in gross. Excellent job. Next, we have another reefer coming out of LaPorte, Indiana, going to Lincoln, Nebraska. 10,000 pound load of cardboard and packaging materials, obviously a dry load, very light at 10,000 pounds, 575 miles, booked at $2,000. Got them $3.48 per mile. Then right out of Lincoln, Nebraska, Zero Deadhead, going to Monmouth, Illinois. This was a frozen pork load at -10 degrees, 30,000 pounds on the weight, 384 miles, booked at $2,000, got them $5.21 per mile. And then a 1 pig 2 dropper out of Wilmington, Illinois, going to Hopkinton, New Hampshire, and Chesterfield, New Hampshire. 25,000 pound load of chilled groceries, picked up on a Friday, did his 34-hour reset at home, and then basically delivered on Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Worked out very well. 1,032 miles, booked at $5,050, got him $4.89 per mile, plus brand new hours on his hours of service. Ended up grossing $9,050, ran Wednesday to Wednesday with a 34-hour reset at home, $4.55 per mile average. $4.12 per mile with deadhead included, where they had 1,991 loaded miles and 189 miles of deadhead. Truck driver is asking for all the loads to be under 38,000 pounds because they have a custom built truck and trailer. They definitely have to keep the weights down, and we were able to help them out with that, with loads from 10,000 to about 30,000 pounds. So that worked out very, very well. Excellent money, excellent rate. Next, we have a dry van coming out of Indianapolis, Indiana, going to Nevada, Iowa. This was a cardboard load, 35,000 pounds, 481 miles, booked at $1,300, got them $270 per mile. Then Ames, Iowa to Charlottesville, Virginia. Looks like 5,477 pound, very light load of food, 1,047 miles, booked at $3,600, got them $344 a mile. Then Chesapeake, Virginia to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Bulk container of empty cans, 5,306 pounds, 987 miles, $2,000 booked, $203 per mile average. Adams, Wisconsin, going to Greencastle, Indiana. This was a 25,000 pound load of consumer goods, 395 miles. booked at $1,800, got him $456 a mile. And finally, Washington, Indiana to De Pere, Wisconsin, 42.5 on the way to the load of plastic film, 459 miles, booked at $1,500, which got him $327 per mile. All in all, excellent job. Dry van grossed $10,200, ran 3,369 miles of loaded at an average of 303 per loaded mile. They ended up with basically a week of driving in the Midwest. Very simple stuff, making excellent runs, over $10,000 in a dry van. Next, we have reefer coming out of Solon, Ohio, going to Faribault, Minnesota, 30,000-pound load of mixed foods, 756 miles, booked at $1,500, got them $1.98 per mile. Then Waseca, Minnesota, going to Joliet, Illinois. Frozen food load at 35,000 pounds on the weight, 417 miles, booked at $1,500, got them $360 per mile. Then Joliet, Illinois, going to Mankato, Minnesota. This is a Walmart load. 25,000-pound load of food supplies, 454 miles, booked at $1,500, got them $330 per mile. Then Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, with a 1-pick 4-dropper, and Shawano, Wisconsin, Jackson, Wisconsin, Kenosha, Wisconsin, and Stewart, Wisconsin. It was a 4-dropper of cookies in boxes, so a nice sweet load, 454 miles at $3,000. Sounds good to me. That's $661 per mile. Then Madison, Wisconsin, going to Kendallville, Indiana. This was basically protect from freeze load, 309 miles, $2,000 booked, got him $647 per mile on this one. All in all, excellent money. Ended up running for a week, grossed $9,500 at an average of $397 per mile, staying in the Midwest, running really short runs, not burning a lot of fuel. Ran 2,390 miles, and truck was definitely getting some of the very top averages for the week. Next, we're looking at a dry van coming out of Aurora, Nebraska, going to McCarran, Nevada. This was 44,000-pound load of pet food, 1,316 miles, booked at $5,700. Lots of miles at an average of $433 per mile. Sparks, Nevada, going with a 1-pick 2-dropper to Ogden, Utah, and Provo, Utah. Basically 30,000-pound load of planters, 630 miles in total, booked at $1,900, got them $302 per mile. Then Salt Lake City, Utah, going to Billings, Montana to finish off the week with an 18,000-pound load of FAK, 548 miles, booked at $1,800, that's $328 per mile. And they only ran from Tuesday to Thursday, and in such a short period of time, they still grossed $9,400 for that period, with an average of $377 per mile. Ran 2,494 miles, and this gentleman likes to basically stay in the mountains. They're not worried about the snow. They're obviously they're going through Montana, Utah, no problem there. So they ended up getting $377 a mile, ran almost 2,500 miles, great rates, stayed in the western part of the country, did an amazing job in just a few days. Lots of money. If you want to make lots of money, if you have your own MC authority or you're looking to lease on, we work with both types of customers. All you got to do is either call or text us at 801-448-6363. You can also get more information on our website at aftdispatch.com/go, or go to any of our web pages on our website and take a look at the chat box in the bottom right corner of your window and put in your information. It takes maybe 10 seconds. We'll get your information, and you'll be sure to receive a phone call from us. Until next week, guys, take care, stay healthy, be wealthy. Bye-bye.